Well, I have a lot of things on my plate right here, bro. I don't know where to start, to be honest.
Go ahead.
Like, what do you guys want? You want to talk about Apple? You want to talk about Netflix? You want to talk about Google, Boston Dynamics, Tesla,
All the big
Starlink? Like, what do you want me to start? Let me start with Starlink.
Okay.
So, what are the necessities of life? Well, actually, no. What is the cycle of life for a
Remind me what
Shamsi?
Starlink is.
I'll get to it in a second.
What is the cycle of life
For a Shamsi,
for a Shamsi?
it's birth,
Okay. Disappointment. No.
despair,
Optimism and death.
suicide.
Unproven.
So it's birth,
Okay.
and then just like
Growth.
nothingness.
Okay.
Okay, and then al-kuch.
And then al-kuch comes later.
Al-kuch before death.
Al-kuch is after despair.
Now,
And that's when optimism happens.
I'm gonna tell you why we're getting very, very close to your kuch theory.
Okay.
Can you please tell the audience who do not understand what's your kuch
Can
theory?
you please tell me what the Cook theory is?
Did we not discuss the
I
Koch
do
theory?
We
not.
discussed it before, but he doesn't
Okay.
remember.
I don't
So
know.
the Koch theory, okay, posits or postulates that the best way to end or the best way to live out the rest of your life is to find a Koch
Yeah.
somewhere in a
Remote location.
a remote location,
Okay.
preferably in a temperate temperature,
Okay.
preferably next to a river. Build that Koch and just basically live there without civilization.
Now,
On idle, basically.
how
Yeah.
would you like to do that, but at the same time be connected to everybody? Take a
Isn't
while,
the
please.
idea not being connected
See,
to
that's part
everybody?
of the idea, actually.
Yeah, but we're going to a time that you need to be connected. To
So
people.
the
Okay.
You can't be just like separate from society like before.
The
Yeah.
reason for the Koch is because at that point in time, I will be set up for the coming collapse of things. So
Oh,
I
very
do
nice.
need to keep track. of the
Then
coming
that's when
collapse.
optimism comes in.
Yeah, that's it's like I was right.
Nice.
Well, your hopes and dreams are coming to fruition
Okay,
because Elon Musk heard you.
okay, and he's providing me a way to watch the
So-
collapse.
You know about Starlink. You know about Starlink. He doesn't know about Starlink.
Starlink is.
It sounds
can I tell
familiar.
him what
I don't know
Starlink
what
is?
it
Go ahead.
Starlink is one of Elon Musk's many ways of making the future happen today. It is a satellite constellation that surrounds the Earth in order to provide an internet connection to anyone, anywhere, anytime.
So some people have
Okay.
right now. It's available as beta.
Let me say that again. Anyone, anywhere, anytime.
I like the idea, but it sounds like a shady way of protecting the Earth from an alien attack by developing a satellite shield.
See, he has a theory, which we're
Okay.
going to go back to.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
go
No,
on.
my theory later on. But
Okay.
let's go back to your cool for a second.
Mm.
So Starlink basically, he's launching. I think right now there's close to 1,000 satellites.
1,138.
That's already in orbit. So
39 popped up yesterday.
So the idea was that these are going to be very close to Earth, around like 530, 570 kilometers, compared to the ones that are 20,000 kilometers away.
Okay.
And so right now, you can get a beta test for Starlink where they give you the whole system. Basically, you just get a little stand,
You Turks, you can get it.
hmm
a little stand.
Stop infomercialing, please.
So, yep, it's a little stand, if I can finish my sentence, and it just with a little pan on top of it, and you have your phone connected and it has it's already pre-connected.
That's so sci-fi. I like that.
Here's the thing. So what was the problem with satellites for a long, long time? Latency.
Okay.
Latency.
So right now,
What is latency?
it's the delay of data or information coming
Response.
coming
Okay.
from one area to another. So it's when you click on google.com, the time that it takes from the information to go to the satellite and come back again.
Okay.
So this one was people are just testing it right now, and it's as good as cellular data.
That's nice.
4G.
4G.
Okay.
Current 4G.
Current 4G.
Which is great.
which is amazing.
Which is
For
good.
a satellite, amazing.
Okay.
Right now, for the people who are testing it, it's location locked. So you can test it only from certain areas in the world.
So it's open to certain countries, not all the countries around
Exactly.
the world. Okay.
So when this all opens, his idea is basically, okay, let me tell you how it's set up. You open up the app, you take it outside, and it starts looking. And if it's not finding the connection, you open up the app and it tells you basically, you just lift the phone up and it tells you, okay, yeah, this is where it should be.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
And it will set it up. And you're ready to go.
that's easy.
Yes, and
Okay.
you're ready to go.
Nice.
So the idea is later on,
Okay.
وانت في الكوخ, like when they check on the world,
Uh-huh.
you just stick it outside,
Uh-huh.
all right? You
There
point
we
it
go.
up, and you're online.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah,
Interesting.
honestly, thank you, Daddy.
Wow.
That's all that I can say.
Oh my
Honestly,
God.
like- no, but see that
Elon Musk, if you're looking for a pool boy, with an average physique.
I can swim and float.
You have no idea what he's gonna use a pool boy for, but
So-
you know.
No, but for real, like this is literally sci-fi Star Trek kind
Exactly.
of technology. Like
You want to stick to sci-fi? Let's go next one real
Let's
quick.
Go ahead.
Go.
Go ahead.
Boston Dynamics.
Okay.
No.
The robots are
The
they coming
robots.
alive?
So do you remember the robot Spot?
That's the yellow
The
The
dog.
dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who,
So
who they've already sold to numerous people, including NYPD and Singapore.
you can buy it even as personal to have it at home. It's
Do-
$75,000.
That's a bit too
Shit.
sad, but okay.
Yes. So anyway, they came up with a new one called Spot Enterprise,
Okay.
which is the same thing as the normal Spot, except this one has like a handle now. You can instead of like on his face, so it can grab things and put it away. And the good thing about it is also if it's low on battery,
Okay.
it'll go charge itself.
Wait. So it can
Hmm.
bite?
No, it doesn't bite you,
You said it
Shamsi.
has a handle.
Shamsi, this is not about your sexual fantasies. We're
No,
talking about an
no.
actual robot.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the
What do you
handle-
want it to bite?
What does the handle do?
It's a handle.
Okay.
It's called Enterprise. It's supposed to be for like industries.
Oh,
So if you needed to go pick up something and drop it, let's say it's picking up a wire somewhere that you don't want humans to be there,
okay.
you can allow it to do it. But here's the thing,
So it has an arm that it can use.
basically.
Okay.
So they have this thing called Scout now.
That is scary.
Oh, it gets scarier.
Okay.
They have this application called Scout. It's
Okay.
still in beta mode, but this guy basically was in London and he was giving directions to Spot and Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh shit.
Okay. So he was sitting
Nope.
in a room. So it sounds like a drone.
So basically, it's a web service where you can log in and see all the cameras from Spot, see what's around them. If you want to go, do you remember 3D cameras? Like in cars,
Okay.
when you put it right now, if you buy a new car and it has a 3D camera in it, basically when you put it in reverse, it will give you like a bird eye view of the car,
Okay.
and it will use the camera, the sensors around to tell you that it's empty.
Yeah, my broke house doesn't have that.
Well, I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm just telling you. Your wealthy ass can have that. Relax.
Chooses not to.
Relax.
Okay.
Try to act broke. You're not one of us.
No.
I'm just saying.
I am a man of the people.
Yes. Chucks don't get involved.
Hey.
We know you too.
Okay.
We know who you are.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Now I can talk shit because now I'm broke.
That's okay.
All right. All right.
He said that
Anyway.
he was looking for.
Anyway,
Yeah.
listen. So the idea actually is this. They're implementing it right now. It has a problem with latency, but the fact that you are from anywhere, you can get a bird's eye view of what it is and what's around it and what is it doing. That's ridiculous.
That's scary. That's too scary.
It is already terrifying.
Wait,
so wait.
hold. I got a question. I said it, but
Go ahead.
the original Spot had 2 tracks on its back to mount any attachments to it.
Yes.
That arm you're talking about is separate, or is it mounted on that track?
I think if I remember the picture correctly, hold on. I think it was on his face.
Wow.
That's why I'm saying, can it bite? Because it sounds like, you know,
So you can still add attachments to that Spot Enterprise,
Yes.
which I thought was just Spot with a tie. To be honest.